You're now tuned into 13signsastrology.com. Ram Hotep. Even though the .com is not up, we still got about like $60,000 tied in with HostGator that they still have not released to us. Then you got all of these situations with people that were forced to do the occult. Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. They forced to do the occult because they got caught up in cases and shit like that, and they start working with the police, right? So they're forced to do the occult, so they come out and write all these books and become big-time occult gurus, but in reality, they were financed by the law. So then they get mad at me when I say I done turned over $20,000. This morning, we turned over another $20,000 and donated that to California. Here we are back in Vegas, getting ready to put together another event. Don't really know how many people gonna be there, but the bottom line is that we gonna keep it moving, and we're gonna talk about the flower of life. However, before I even talk about the flower of life, I gotta just let people know this shit in the occult is real. Like, you guys only got a part of it because most of your teachers were forced, listen to what I'm telling you, forced to give you information about the occult so that they can get out of time because they were caught on the streets for doing shit and they was snitching and shit. So they just they copped out and did deals. And they begin to write books and shit like that. However, what they fail to realize how much fucking money is in this shit. And they get mad when people talk about how much money they want to charge and stuff like that. But they don't realize, like, some of these rituals you still gonna have to pay back to HP. See, there's a deity, an entity called HP. And you're gonna have to pay HP. So you better start figuring out how much this stuff is worth before you get yourself in a situation where you could turn into a sacrifice from some demonic entity that wants money. Because believe it or not, demons and unseen entities want money. And I'll just point that out. So when we get into the flower of life, we're going to be dealing with marijuana. Because they never told you that. See, the flower of life is really based on the number 13, which deals with marijuana. See, marijuana got its psychedelic spiritual energy through the flower of life in the star tetrahedron when it was first created in these laboratories in Sirius. So you got to remember, marijuana, they can't figure out where it came from because it came from another star constellation. And you have to pay homage to certain leaves before you can go high up into the occult. And people don't want to do this because they snitches and working for the government and shit, man. It's crazy. I'm in the middle of the desert sweating my butt off. So I'm going to come back up later this evening with some more information. Just want to let you guys know I'm okay. And as always, keep studying. Namaste.